What's up, everybody? Hayden here. I've been getting a lot of questions and seeing a lot of questions in a couple Discord channels that I'm in, trying to figure out how to set up modular characters in the new 5.1 system. It's pretty simple stuff, so I decided I'd just bang out a quick tutorial for anybody who wants to understand a little better. So here I have a brand new blank third-person project in 5.1. What we want to do is break her up and set her up so she's modular and you can change the pieces out. This is really beneficial for somebody who's trying to make a game where their character is constantly swapping clothes or equipment. So we'll jump right in. So I'm going to open up the content browser, third person folder, blueprints, and BP underscore third person character. I'm going to head over to the viewport. And yeah, as we can see, she's just one full body mesh right now, but we want to be able to break her up so she has separate arms, legs, hands, you know, as many pieces as you need. But for this example, I'm going to open up her mesh and just verify the name of the skeleton that she's using. Always want to make sure that you're using the same skeleton that you're trying to transfer over, or it's going to cause some problems. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I imported a couple meshes. I've got a head and a body, just as a quick little example of how to do this. So first things first is I'm going to hit skeleton, assign skeleton, and make sure that it is using the correct one. And then you can go ahead and scroll right through this list and you will be able to verify that all the bones are correct. You will know immediately if the skeletons don't match up. They'll be red on this side and there'll be a bunch of missing bones or misnamed bones. So it won't work if you're essentially trying to shoehorn another skeleton in. You're gonna have to do some retargeting, which is a can of worms I'd have to open in another video. But so boom, we'll accept that, and then we'll go ahead and do the same for the body. Assign skeleton and just verify one more time. Everything looks good, so we'll accept. So what we want to do is go right back over to that third person character, and we're gonna click the mesh. And instead of using this full body mesh, we're going to grab the head. So as you can see, if we hit compile, the head has taken the place of the mesh, and now we just have a head, which obviously doesn't look too great. So next step would be to go back over to the blueprint, click on the mesh and add a new skeletal mesh component. We'll just go ahead and call this body. And then for body, we want to make sure to associate that body that we just changed the skeleton for. So click here, click this guy, and boom, there we go. But as you can see, once we associate the body to the new mesh slot, it doesn't follow the animations or really connect to the head at all. Even if we hit compile and go back over, hit play, the head is doing what it's supposed to, but the body is just stiff and A-posing. So we'll fix that right now. And the way we do it is we head back over to the blueprint, open up the construction script, and then here we'll right click, and the new component name is called set leader pose component. Now in previous versions, this was called the set master pose component. I'm not really sure why they changed it, but I think this is a lot of the reason why there's confusion right now. So what we want to do is make sure that the mesh is actually assigned as the new leader bone component. And then we'll go back to our components and drag the body over and sync this up to target. So for this tutorial, we're just doing a body and a head. But if you were to say be making separate arms, hands, legs, feet, and however many pieces you wanted to make, you would just keep adding skeletal mesh components to that mesh, and then each new piece you would drag over and link it up to the target here. So when we hit compile, head back to the viewport, now you can see the body and the head are synced up and playing the correct animations. And if we head back over, everything is working fine. Simple as that. If you guys have any questions or need any help with anything, please feel free to leave a question in the comments. I'm just now starting out this channel and this is my first tutorial, but I plan on making a lot more going forward. And I'm also planning on making a series where I will review marketplace assets so you kind of have an understanding of what you're getting into before you spend your money. So if you guys like this content, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed and dropped a like, and that's it. Hayden out.